Well, hold on. Let's go. No shade. Hold on. Okay. That's not fair, my brother. Because if I'm the greatest combat athlete of all time right now, big bro, what is she gonna, you know what I'm saying?
I told you when I said when I retire, if I don't do my part, I'll give him 500 anytime push-ups. That means he can call me at 2 a.m. and be like, Kayla, give me a push-up, and I have to give him a push-up. I said 500 to his 100, because I don't need his push-ups. I know that I'm coming for that title, so I'll give you 1,000. I'll give you 1,000 push-ups. I'll give you 1,000 push-ups.
Alhamdulillah, my brother.
Because I know I'm coming.
Hold on.
Do you see what I mean?
No.
Do you see what I mean? This is what I mean. He's the king of cringe online. He's the king of cringe online. He's all talk online. It's all talk.
You know what? Let's do it.
Oh, thank the Lord. Here we go. You all saw this.
Right there. The wall coming mine. Okay.
Do you think we should do pizza or pancake?
Pancake.
Pancake. Okay. What kind? You want strawberry pancakes, blueberry pancakes? You want blueberry pancakes?
Yeah.
Blueberry pancakes, please. Small stack. He gives kisses. He does give kisses or he bites?
He gives kisses.
Geets. Normally during the week it's ballet, soccer, physical therapy, school, homework. So on the weekends we have fun. Usually we have movie night, actually.
What was your first thought getting into this MMA journey?
Well, my initial thought about MMA was, fuck that noise. I remember, well, I'd always watched Ronda and my old teammate Rick Hahn, and we kind of all sort of became fans of MMA when I was young and up and coming. And I remember watching Ronda and thinking, like, man, if she can do this, I can do this. Like, anything she can do, I can do better type of, I had a Ronda complex.
The workouts they had, her and Ronda, were unbelievable. Me and Jimmy were sitting there one night, they were both crying. And we go, we got the two toughest women in the world here. And they're both crying because the workouts were so hard. We were laughing, going, look at them, both crying.
After my first Olympics, I was like, no, I'm gonna go one more quad. I think I can do it again. I had to have reconstructive knee surgery, all kinds of craziness, had a lot of battles to overcome there. And then I went and I won again. And my judo coaches, Big Jim and Jimmy, were just like, no, you don't need to, like, you're fine. You've accomplished so much, Kayla, you can be happy, like, you don't have to do anything else.
I argue with her all the time. All the time, I'm on her case all the time. It's not about the money. I said, bullshit. I said, it's about the money. So if you don't have money, then you have nothing. You have no education, you have no job, you have nothing. You have to get the goddamn money. Then you want to do something, do it. So then she came to, she wanted to do MMA, which wasn't big on her doing MMA. I didn't want to go in there, getting her face punched in, kicked in. And she says, I'm gonna do it, because she wanted me to help her. I said, Kayla, I just spent like 6 years with Ronda. I just spent like 10 years with you, traveling all over the world. I am not getting into this sport with you unless I know that you're in it for real.
It just kind of always nagged at me, like, I even did a press conference right after I won my second gold medal, and I said, nah, MMA's not for me.
How about MMA? Knew that was coming.
Yeah, you guys love it, huh? You know, I really hope, it's just so different from this, right? Like, it's such a different atmosphere from the Olympic stage. I did get booed today, so maybe I will be a little okay with it, but you know, after a match, you shake the person's hand and you give them a hug and you bow to them to show respect. And in MMA, it's not like that. And I don't know if I'm cut out for a world where you get fights based on how pretty you are and how much you talk, and not necessarily what you're worth in the ring. And everyone always brings that up to me. They're like, oh, you said that, you said that. And I'm like, I know, I'm eating my words, I was wrong. But I don't know, after the Olympics, I had a major bout of depression. Like that post-Olympic depression is real. You know, you go from waking up at 5 a.m. every day, never hitting the snooze button. Every time you open the fridge, you're thinking about your goal. Every time you do an extra lap or do an extra set of push-ups or, you know, think about eating a candy bar, like it's always in the forefront of your mind. And I went from being super disciplined and all of this training, everything all the time, to literally not setting an alarm, sitting on my couch all day, like, and I just was so depressed. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know who I was if I wasn't Kayla Harrison, Olympic champion, if I wasn't Kayla Harrison, the judo player. And I started thinking about MMA more and more. I started kind of just like, what's this, you know?
When I know you're in it for real, then you come to me then. So then she started training in Boston, and then she said, right, I'm doing that. So I started helping her then.
I went to the gym, I started trying it. Obviously, Ali I had known for years through judo and my coach, Jimmy. And about a month after I hit pads for the first time, I went to my first sparring session and I got punched in the face. And it was just like this beast inside of me woke up and I was like, oh, hell yeah, like this is for me.
He's got the arm trapped. Elkin's showing some jiu-jitsu IQ here.
Yeah, she recognizes it.
Here's the roll, and here's the armbar attempt. And this is
very good at
where
pulling this
Kayla
off.
Harrison lives, right here. Nice job, calm, composed, working it. Here it is, there it is.
And it's over. Kayla Harrison, golden in her debut.
Let's say grace real quick. Who's gonna say it tonight?
All right, I'll say Grace.
Me.
You're gonna say it?
Oh, not
Okay.
again.
God our Father, God our Father.
Close your eyes, Mommy.
They are close for this food. Amen. Amen. Show him what a good eater you are.
Mom's shakes on you.
It's on me, but he wants to see how you eat.
Mommy,
Yeah.
I picked the chicken.
Oh, you left one.
Mommy,
Here, you do it.
You do. I picked the chicken.
Hey, Emery, baby. No, it's not playtime, it's eat time. Emery.
Where's the chicken dance?
1, 2,
3.
3, 4.
I know.
Excellent work. Well, just the circumstances in which I became a mother were it was very sudden, you know. One day I was here in Coconut Creek training and FaceTiming them every other day, being the fun aunt, and then the next day Bob was dead. No one could take care of them. I was flying home to sort of figure everything out, and I became a mom.
I told her this was going to be a hard life with these kids. Now she's realized it's a hard life with these kids. It's a hard life when it's your kids. Right? I mean, that's a hard life when you have your own kids. So when you have somebody else's kids and then adopt them, and that's a really hard life, you know? I mean, you love them and everything, but it's still not the same, you know? So, but she'll love them and they'll have a better life. They'll have a better life. That's what I tell you. You're not fighting for you now, you're fighting for your 2 kids.
You have to figure out how to make this work. Like, you don't have the luxury of, you don't have a partner, you know, you didn't have 9 months to prepare for this. You didn't have 9 hours to prepare for this. But for me, it has been the greatest. It was super overwhelming and the scariest time of my life, but it has been the greatest blessing that has ever happened to me, hands down.
That's going to be a new challenge, I think. She has had them this year, during this year's fighting season. But I don't feel like it's been a real typical fighting season because there was no fans and just things like that, kind of weird. And Kyla's going with me to the fight this week, and so I think it's going to be really cool for Kyla to see her mom excel and win.
today? Say, it's my birthday. Look at the camera and say, it's my birthday.
My birthday.
How old are you? 3.
I think that she got a strong work ethic from both her father and I and her grandparents. And then because of the trials and tribulations that she had to go through at a very young age, it made her strong, probably stronger than most people. And our family's just gone through lots of weird things, crazy things, and each step you take, you get stronger. Instead of weaker, you get stronger. And she definitely does.
I'm not, nor have I ever been surrounded by yes men. Like, if I'm fucking up, they'll let me know. Or if I've got bad people around me, they'll let me know. Or if I'm doing good, they'll let, he won't really let me know, but if he's silent, then I know I'm doing okay. Gates, stop! I think first I've learned that nobody is your friend in this business. You can't trust anybody. I had to learn that the hard way. And I think I've also learned more than anything that for me personally, what matters the most out of all of this is my legacy, is the journey and how I get to my legacy. And do I want to be this girl, or do I want to, I have the ability and unique opportunity to create my own brand, persona, legacy, character, whatever. And I'm in a position to do that, and it's sometimes daunting to me. Like, I want to be somebody that my family can be proud of. I want to be somebody that kids look up to. I want to be somebody that I'm remembered way past my prime. I want to be a legend. And how you do that matters.
It's funny how things change in about a span of a year. Guess I didn't see it coming. Now there's blessings in here. When I was younger, saying prayers to the big man upstairs, I told him if he walked on water, then I know I'm secure. I might have 99 problems, but my faith ain't one. And if I always try to solve them, what is faith anyway? I'll be okay. Okay. Hands up if you feel me now. If you know what I'm talking about. Ain't no need of trying to figure out what God's already working out. Hold tight, don't be worried now. Be cool if it takes a while. Ain't no need of trying to figure out what God's already working out. Work it out in a million ways. Wiped a million tears from my face. The road ain't always easy, but I never lost my faith. That's why I gotta say it.
Worship, 2 hands up, shout out to my God. That's my guy for life.
Never done me wrong.
Feel like I've had all I could take, like I'm about to break. He's the one I
hands up if you feel me now. Hands up now. If you know what I'm talking about. You know. You need to try to figure out. God's already working out. Hang tight, ain't worried now. Hold on. Be cool if it takes a while. Hold on. Ain't no need to try to figure out. God's already working out.
I used to spend a lot of time like, why me, poor me, I'm a victim, et cetera, et cetera. And then I just realized, like, yeah, a lot of terrible shit happened to me, and I can blame those people for that person for that, but I also have to blame them for how fucking strong I am, and for how fucking awesome I am, and for how, like, I've been at fights and like literally my world is crumbling around me and I still find a way to win, Like I just know now as a human being, nothing can break me, literally nothing, not a thing, nothing.
Well, she's come a long way, right? Not perfect, nobody is, right? I'm not happy with a lot of stuff, but she knows, I tell her right, always been honest with her. She knows that I just try to be straightforward. how I think. It's not my life, though. I just tell her, this is what you should be doing. I don't, you know, if she goes the other direction, it's your life, right? So, it's not, you know, but I can only advise. It's like a guy called me today, a friend of mine, he said about, do this. I said, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. I can lead her to the water. If she wants to drink the water, that's up to her. If she doesn't, that's up to her. She got here really quick.
Mom, why would you do that?
Because I used to make her go to all these contests and all the training. And she said, I said, well, if you have a racehorse, and you run that racehorse every day, that racehorse is going to die. It's not going to, you can't run a racehorse every day. You have a workhorse, and you make it sit, it's going to die. You're a workhorse, you have to work. You have to work every day, all the time. So she hates being called a workhorse, but she's a workhorse.
And I said after I won the Olympics, that should automatically put me in the racehorse category. Like I'm a thoroughbred. Like I'm an Olympic champion, I'm a thoroughbred. He said, nope, you're a workhorse. If I don't work you, you'll die. So I went to every fucking tournament on the face of the planet. Me and Big Jim broke up like 3 times during that quad. You remember? You remember right before the Olympics? The first thing I learned is that not everybody handles hardship the same way. Not everybody deals with it the same way. And everyone's story is their story, and how everyone grows at their own rate, you know? And I think I also realized that the really, really successful people, like not just fighters, whoever it is, CEOs, superstar football, whatever, like those are the people who have really had to fucking dig deep and come out of the shit, you know, to shine. And that gives me a lot of peace and a lot of hope, because I'm like, got it, check that box off, like I've been through the shit. I just think it's made me also realize, like, and I remember thinking this when I was young and I was sexually abused. I was, my mom, we packed up, like a month after I told, my mom packed up a U-Haul. She moved me up to Boston to train with my coaches there. And I was like, I was like a car wreck. Like I didn't get out of bed for that month that I was in Ohio. I was suicidal. I like didn't want to do judo. I hated my mom. I hated judo. I hated everyone. Like I was like PTSD to the max. And I remember like I got out of the car at a gas station, out of the U-Haul at a gas station, and I was like super anxious that like people could see like, oh, she's dirty, like, you know, just like things that you think when you've been a victim of abuse, or just like irrational thoughts, irrational fears, shame. And I like started sweating when I walked into the gas station because I thought people were looking at me. And this woman looked at me and she smiled. And in that moment, it didn't like fix me, but it changed my whole perspective of like, you don't know what anyone's going through. You don't know what is like happening in this person's life or that person's life. And yeah, maybe they told you to fuck off, but like maybe their mom just died. Like you have no idea. So when she smiled at me, I realized like being kind costs nothing. Wow.
Him didn't picture me.
Yeah, he is taking a picture. For me, it is the biggest responsibility and most important thing to make sure that I do a really good job raising them and making them know that they've been through so much trauma. You know, they've been through so much, and they need to know that they're safe, they're seen, they're soothed, they're secure. They need to know that no matter what, mom's got their back. And like, that's been the biggest challenge for me. Like, I went from being the fun aunt who like hopped him full of sugar and took him to Disney and was like, all right, see you later, to now I'm like, no, you eat your damn broccoli. Like, my job is to love you unconditionally. You don't have to love me, but I'm gonna love you unconditionally. And part of me loving you unconditionally means you have to eat your broccoli and do your homework, and like you have to sleep and you have to, I don't know. It's been an amazing, I never saw this coming. I never in a million years thought like I would be 31 with 2 kids alone. But I always said when I was younger, I wanted to be married and a millionaire with kids by 30. So I guess 2 out of 3 ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? I am true to myself.
I am true to myself.
I let my light shine.
I let my light shine.
I can be who I am.
I can be who I am.
That's for me to define.
That is for me to define.
It's that time, Kayla.
It's that time.
What are your thoughts going into your second title fight? The implications?
I'm happy. I'm excited. Calm, cool, collected, ready. Once I leave this house, that mom cap comes off and I'm a cold-blooded killer, you know? It's go time. It's Kayla time. It's the Kayla Harrison show. You guys are all about to witness some more greatness.
You're not carrying geese anymore. How the hell come all this stuff is
I don't know, Big Jim. I just don't know. I get nervous. What if I need something?
Where are you going?
Mommy's gotta go to her fight.
Why don't we take Emery? We'll stick him in the luggage. The only thing wrong with taking a COVID test is they may find out you got it.
Give you a kiss. Mommy loves you so much, okay?
It's the same thing you tell everybody, you know, that when you're fighting for the, you know, the real, not regular tournament, when you're fighting for the championships or the worlds or whatever, is that, you know, a lot of times you think you have an easy round. And when you think you have an easy round, you go in there, not putting out 100% because you figure it's going to be easy, and then all of a sudden the other person gets confidence and now it's a hard round. So you always go in there figure it's going to be a hard round, so that you're mentally ready and physically you're ready, because you don't want to be in the middle of a match and find out this is a lot harder than you thought, and then you could lose the match. So never underestimate anybody. So you go out there, try to get the fight over with right away and get out of there. You don't fool around, and don't think somebody is lousy, because anybody can beat you. So I'm always honored with that.